Hello and welcome. My name is Tana Ginas, representing the Palmetto Bay Business Association here at Community Newspapers Studio. And I'm so fortunate to be here with Jan Hurley of Hurley Health. And we're going to be talking all things vitamins, supplements, healthy living, mental and physical. So welcome, Jan.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. This is the first time I visited this studio.
So it's quite an operation, right?
It is. It's wonderful. Great group.
We have a great partnership with Community Newspapers. So let's get started. Jan, Hurley Health is your business. Can you tell me a little bit about your background and what the business itself does?
Yes. Let me start out with the story.
Okay.
Because 46 years ago, of course, I was only 2, right?
Of course.
I had a friend in my church. Well, she knew I was working full-time as a pharmacist, had 2 under the age of 4. I was tired. I mean, I know there's a lot of moms out there that I can identify with that.
You're singing our song.
I know. And so my friend said, try these products that, I guaranteed you're going to feel better. And so I did, and that mid-afternoon drag went away, and oh my goodness. And so I did. And then my husband complained about us spending our good money on these products when we could get everything free through the military. So I said, hey, try this basic program for 30 days. If you don't feel better, we'll get our money back. Well, he wanted to prove me wrong.
Of course.
So he tried it, and his results were undeniable. You know what? My honey-do list on the weekend started getting done. It was wonderful. It's glorious. Anyway, so then he saw the business opportunity, and within 6 months, we had a business. Within a year, I was able to quit my full-time pharmacist job and be home with our girls.
That's incredible.
It was awesome. So when they got into school, or they fully into school, I did go back to pharmacy part-time, which I worked part-time the rest of my career. We started in Virginia, moved our home business, etc., to Florida in '84. And I've always had my business, hurleyhealth.com. By the way, my brand partner is Shackley Corporation.
Yes, I've heard of them. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the #1 natural nutrition company. There's so many wonderful things about it. But anyway, so over the years, 46 years, a long time, longer than you've been alive, probably. But we won't even go into the age thing.
Let's skip right over that.
Okay. So it's when we moved down here in '84, my husband retired. Well, he got into teaching. He was in the Navy. He retired, got into teaching. And in 2002, he suddenly had a stroke, and he passed away. That's not something that spouses are, nobody's ready for that. But you know what? When he passed away, all 3 of his incomes passed away. And had it not been for having my business and helped coach others to develop their business, I would have had to have gone back to pharmacy full time. Pharmacy is a wonderful profession, but my heart's not there. I would much rather people be healthy naturally than with drugs. So I've had my business. I fully retired from pharmacy, Baptist Hospital. I worked there the last 20 years of my profession. I retired in 2006. And that's kind of, I think the most recent update is that I got married in January.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's wonderful. Stanley Goldenberg is my husband. Yes, I did keep my name. But God provides, and we're both on the same page on so many different areas. We're, and especially in the wellness category. And that's actually how we know each other.
It sounds like your business started from a personal need and grew into a source of income, and now it's a way of life for you and your immediate family. You live and breathe your product. How do you sell your product?
We have a money back guarantee. You try this basic, what I call the prove it challenge. You try that for 30 days. If you don't feel better, you get your money back. Wouldn't it be nice to go, if you had to go to a doctor to feel better, that you could get a money back guarantee?
I don't think that exists, but it would be nice.
It would be nice, but no, they can't do that. They'd be out of business in income, quite frankly. But Shackley Corporation has that, so we can offer that, and it's referral. You ask me where I get my business. People try the product and they feel better, and they recommend
Refer
it to
their
others.
friends.
Yeah, it's a referral business. And with this whole last year,
Turbulent times.
yeah. So the whole experience with this virus, people all of a sudden said, "Oh, I need to do something about my health. What are the comorbidities of this whole virus thing? Obesity, diabetes, heart disease, right? All these things are comorbidities. And 2/3 of our population is overweight. So I can help them. I can help them lose the weight, feel better. And, as a pharmacist, not everybody's a pharmacist, obviously, involved with my business. I have so many different professions represented as businesses within mine. But as a pharmacist, I can look at people's medication and say, make recommendations of great supplementation programs.
So it doesn't really, you don't have a perfect profile of person, really. It's any age. Is it certain ailments that you can address better than others? You mentioned a few, but is there a typical person that comes to you?
Well, the typical person that comes to me just wants to feel better. And I can guarantee they're going to do that. I will not say that we cure anything except lack of energy. But there's so many people. Like, I have a dear friend who started on the vitamins, and she has things that are her knuckles with arthritis and so forth. The pain went away. Another gal had, at the age of 17, was diagnosed with AIDS.
So young?
Yeah. And they actually gave her chemotherapy and told her she'll probably never have a child. And she started on the products. I mean, everybody's an individual, but she got remarkable results, and her MS symptoms really, really reduced. And she did get pregnant and has a wonderful little boy.
What a great story.
It's awesome. I love stories like that.
So we know Shakely the brand, and with your combined expertise as a pharmacist, what makes Hurley Health so special? Is it the products? Is it the expertise? Is it a combination, or something else?
The science behind the products. Here again, yes, the products have to work for me. I can't recommend anything that I don't believe in. And I think you're the same way. Most people are that way. But knowing the science behind the products, that Shackley has, that is, like the blue ribbon. You've won everything. You've got the landmark study, and people can go to the landmarkstudy.com and look it up, which is long-term supplement users of Shackley products compared to people that used other supplements or people that used no supplements. And the study was done by UC Berkeley, School of Public Health. Dr. Gladys Block was in charge of that whole thing, and found that the Shackley consumers had markedly better health. Their incidence of diabetes, heart disease, dementia, all those things and medication use were markedly different than the other population that it was compared to. And they pick healthy populations to compare it to. So it's not like they pick non-healthy people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think that the proof is in the results and the people who verify the product and the success stories that you have, especially working with your not patients, really.
No.
It's really customer base or following or tribe, because people really, are 100% into this lifestyle, which is great. I would be amiss if I didn't spin it a little bit towards the business side.
Yes.
So we've obviously had a tough year. You're an entrepreneur. You've talked about some success stories. Can you tell us maybe a couple challenges that you've had with the changing landscape over the last couple of years, maybe selling your product?
Actually, because of the business that I'm in, and it's health and wellness focused, and also, so this is a couple prong thing here. My business almost doubled with COVID because people said, "Oh, Shackley's the best brand. Let me get back involved." Like, they used to be customers, they're coming back, or they've heard how wonderful it is, and they call me, or they call my other distributors. So really, it was like an amazing upchuck in product ordering and everything. In fact, there was such a big upchuck. Shackley they've never had the back order problem that they had then.
I was going to say there had to have been inventory issues or just shipping and postage, and
it's terrible.
We've seen it with Amazon, so I'm sure it trickled down to.
Oh yes, absolutely. And sourcing of the raw materials, when you have such a demand of a quality product, and Shackley's standards are so impeccable. I mean, their standards are above all. Which I just wanted to point out that we have Olympians that use the products. There's 144 gold, silver, and bronze medals earned by Shackley-powered athletes.
Any names we know?
Not that I can think of right now, but yes, you know them. If they've got the women's rowing team,
okay,
use Shackley. They're gold medals right there. So we have a bunch of Olympians going this year to Tokyo that are on Shackley. As a matter of fact, if Shackley were a country, it would be tied for the 8th in ribbon accomplishments.
Interesting. Talking about worldwide, does the Shackley program through Hurley Health, of course, it's all just through distributors, correct? You can't buy straight from Shackley. They have to go to you. Are your products available online?
On my e-commerce site, yes.
Okay.
Hurleyhealth.com.
Great.
I'm sure he'll have it up there.
There you go. And actually, you brought a sample product here. Do you want to tell us about this specific product?
Yeah. If I'd known, I would have brought the Prove It Challenge, but I only brought the. This is one of our newer products that came out because of COVID. It's called Triple Immunity Boost, and Shackley actually we have a BOGO, buy one, get one free this month. So it's awesome. It's a combination of zinc, C, and D3 in elderberry. It's delicious. And it really boosts your immune system.
And how do you take it? Do you put it in a drink?
Yeah. Just
in water?
Cold water. Yeah.
And what's the recommended kind of dosage? Is it once a day?
As needed. Okay. Yeah. I had one this morning before I came.
I was going to say, you're living proof that, that you're so pep. That's great. That's great. So kind of spinning off the product itself, where do you see the future of mental health? And maybe that's too vague, but healthy living with supplements. How has your business changed, and where do you see it going?
Well, there's a lot to that question you just asked me. Let me just say that I like to use the sane approach to wellness.
Describe that.
It's an acronym. Okay. Sleep, attitude, nutrition, and exercise.
Okay, I'm going to remember those 4. That's an easy one to remember.
And my husband came up with that. By the way, he's a hurricane research analyst and was part of the team that just came out with the North Atlantic hurricane predictions this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's much better at describing it than I am.
It sounds like he has a knack for simplifying complicated, intense systems into something that's very tangible to the average person.
You can verbalize really well. Thank you. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So sane and moving forward.
So moving forward. So obviously, we want that approach. Another avenue that you did touch on was the financial aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And financial well-being is really, really important. That people, particularly today, recognize they need to have multiple streams of income. If too many people lost their jobs, or downsized, or minimalized, or whatever, and having something that a person can start on a part-time basis and grow by helping others to better health is an amazing business opportunity. I've coached many people to success, and thankfully they have coached many. So it's kind of like a domino effect that, you start with one, and who they talk to and who they talk to, and it just spreads. It's just a wonderful model. Business model.
I would also assume it's very empowering for the person to take charge of, having a little side hustle that grows and grows and grows, and it's a feel good. So if you're not in such a positive job atmosphere, you've still got something that can generate income, make new friends, have something else to talk about at a cocktail party. Hopefully when we get back to cocktail parties. But that empowerment issue too. And I'm sure that it's people that have taken the vitamins or taken the supplements that have turned into these ambassadors for Shakely, for you as well.
Yeah. Actually, I like to call them mission agents. And I am looking for mission agents. And by the way, Shakely is not just about nutrition. We have natural skincare. We have non-toxic cleaners. We have sports nutrition. So we take care of you on the inside, the outside, the environment, and your wallet. So it's all encompassing.
Yeah, I was looking. I know there's some ointments and creams and things like that. What is your best-selling product that you highly recommend? If we have to try something, if there's one thing that everybody needs.
The Prove It Challenge.
Proven challenge.
The Prove It Challenge.
Oh, Prove It Challenge. Okay.
Yeah, Prove It Challenge, right. So it's a pack of vitamins and a shake a day. And it comes with a 7-day healthy cleanse to start it out. So you get very quick results. The average weight loss on the healthy cleanse was 6.5 pounds in 7 days and 1.5 inches around the waist. The gut is just dramatically improved. Your energy is improved, your focus, your sleep. Oh my gosh, it's an incredible transformation and resetting of your health. So if you're wanting to start a health journey, that's the best place to start, and guaranteed. So if you don't get results, you do get your money back.
It sounds like a great kickstart to getting healthy. I'm sure that, the beginning of the year and it may be coming out of COVID, we've gained a few pounds. Now's the time to restart and really kind of detox. So that's a great suggestion. I'll be signing up.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Is there anything else you want to describe about the product or about your business?
I love being able to make a difference in people's lives, and I do look for people who do want to do the same. Some of just a few of the people that I've helped. I have had people with me for now more than 40 years, continue to buy the products, use the products, etc. And this one family started 40 years ago, actually. Have their own business also, but she was with Ryder Truck Rental here in Miami at the time, and she was over the customer service area. But she'd had a baby, and she wanted to be home with that baby. So she did start the business then, and then moved, etc. So she is now in Washington, D.C. and has 4 kids and one and a half grandkids. One's on the way.
Yeah.
And just love the people. They're family. They're just family. Another who is very involved with music, and actually two. One was an opera singer, taught vocal down in Key West, etc. He's gotten into wellness and aging boldly, and now lives on the west coast of Florida.
I love that.
Yeah. And another one was very involved with music also, has three kids, had actually three kids right around by the time she was 40. They were young, and started using the products for her kids because she wanted something to replace Nestle quick. And so we have a product for that. And that's how she got started, and was amazed at the difference. She always took supplements, but when she started taking Shaklee, she felt a difference. By the way, my dad was a pharmacist, had his own drugstore, and we always took vitamins. But it wasn't until I actually started taking Shaklee that I felt better. And when I got involved with Shaklee, both my parents switched over to Shaklee products. He still had his drugstore. He still had all those vitamins there. But there really is a difference between natural and synthetic. And natural is what Shaklee provides. Synthetic is what you get at the drugstore, etc. They work differently. They may look similar under the microscope, but your body responds to the natural over synthetic.
Well, I think it's also just a long-term overall benefit to have natural supplements. And I mean, personally speaking, but you also mentioned that children take these supplements. Is there a minimum age or a specific product that you would recommend for children?
Well, actually, thank you for bringing that up, because prenatal care is really important. And I think there's probably a lot of COVID babies now.
Well, we'll see our boom in 6 months, right?
Well, I'm already seeing the bloom. My granddaughter is pregnant, so I'll be a great grandma in July. So prenatal, start there. And if you've missed that, we do have children's chewables and gummies. Oh my gosh, they came out with a new immunity boost for kids. That's a gummy in elderberry, and I eat it for myself. It's so good.
The gummies go a long way with kids. My kids are huge fans of the gummies. So if I can swap those with some natural treatments, that'd be best.
Yeah, it would really be best. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing also from these great stories that you have with your customer base for so many years is you really get to know their lifestyle. You get to know them as persons and as families, as entrepreneurs as well. And you can really, I feel like you can really pinpoint the holes that they're needing to, boost your energy or have a healthier outlook. It's probably also just a mental pickup as well when you've got that energy. So I think it's a great product. I obviously trust a pharmacist, and the fact that you found a real calling with this product. Congratulations as well. Business sounds really great.
Thank you.
Jan, I just wanted to thank Community Newspapers for our time today. And thank you for joining me for a great talk about so many options for getting better out of this last couple of months. So,
and I want to compliment you. You're really good at this. You started off telling me you were nervous and everything, but you're really good at this.
It gets easier, right? Well, with that, we'll sign off. Thank you again, Community Newspapers.